what really separates the smartest person in the room from everybody else? It's not about IQ. Not really. Today, we're going to break down 5 specific mental moves that can totally change how you think and, maybe even more importantly, how other people see you. Okay, so let's be honest here. Most people don't lose because they're dumb. They lose because their brain is just running the default settings. It's that simple. Success isn't about having a genius-level IQ. It's about getting out of that factory-installed programming. So what are these default settings? Well, you know what they are. It's that instant reaction instead of a thoughtful response. It's getting defensive, panicking when things get tough, overthinking every little thing. And the real trap? We just shrug and call it personality. Oh, that's just how I am. Sound familiar? But here's the promise. In the next few minutes, you're going to get 5 mental moves. Think of them like a software update for your brain. They're designed to instantly separate you from like 90% of people. All right, let's dive into move number 1. This one's a total game changer. I'm not kidding. It's called extract, don't win. And it's all about completely flipping the script on how you handle disagreements. Okay, so the default setting, we argue to win. It's a battle, right? I'm right, you're wrong, let's fight. But the move, the upgrade, is to argue to extract. The goal isn't to win the fight, it's to understand. You're shifting from a battle to an investigation. Let's figure out why we see this differently. And here's the magic phrase to do it. Just ask this. What would have to be true for your opinion to make sense? See what that does? It completely changes the whole vibe. You're not attacking them anymore. You're showing you genuinely want to see things from their side. It completely disarms people. So, a quick question for you. What's your default? Be honest. Do you argue to win, or do you argue to understand? Drop a comment below, win or understand. Okay, moving on to move number 2. This is a big one. It's called zoom out, don't freak out. And it's all about how you handle those moments when things just go wrong. You know how it is. Most people treat a bad moment like it's a final verdict on their entire life. A failed test means I'm stupid. A rejection means I'm not enough. We make it this huge personal failure, and honestly, it's a paralyzing way to go through life. But here's the move. You ask yourself a different question. Is this a problem or is this data? See, a problem feels personal and final. But data? Data is just information. It's not good or bad, it just is. It gives you something to work with. That one little shift turns a painful moment into a piece of a pattern you can actually learn from. So what about you? What do you do more often? Do you catastrophize and spiral, or do you step back and analyze the pattern? Let me know in the comments. Panic or pattern? All right, let's talk about move number 3, the 2 circles. This is all about where you put your energy, which is, let's face it, your most valuable resource. The reason so many of us are exhausted all the time is because we're spending our energy pushing on things that just won't budge. Think of it this way. Mentally divide your life into 2 circles. Circle A is everything you actually control, your effort, your actions, your attitude. Circle B is everything you don't control, the final result, what people think of you, the traffic, all that noise. The whole game is to pour all your energy into Circle A and just let Circle B be what it is. Think about Circle B for a second. What drains you more? Is it overthinking the future, or is it caring what other people think? Let me know. Future or people? Okay, move number 4. This one is super subtle, but man, is it powerful. We're going to talk about how silence is a weapon. Think about it. Most people are absolutely terrified of silence in a conversation. They rush to fill it with noise. But a purposeful pause? That's a superpower. For one, it forces the other person to keep talking, and they often reveal more than they planned. 2, it makes whatever you say next feel way more important. And 3, it gives your own brain a second to catch up and choose the absolute best thing to say. Here's a little challenge for you. Try this today. The next time someone asks you a question, just wait. 2 full seconds. Just count 1, 2 in your head before you answer. Just watch what happens. That little pause makes you seem so much more thoughtful and confident. It's a tiny change with a huge impact. So be honest with yourself for a second. Do you talk too much when you're nervous? It's a common thing. Drop a simple yes or no in the comments. And that brings us to our 5th and final move, which honestly might be the most powerful one of all. It's called the power in the pause. It takes that idea of a strategic pause and applies it to your emotions. Here's how it works. Something happens out in the world. That's the stimulus. and then you have a reaction to it. That's the response. But between those two things, there's a space, a little gap. And inside that gap, that's where all your freedom is. That's your power to choose. Most people just collapse that gap to zero. They just react. No thought, just pure instinct. The trick is to widen that gap. And you do it by asking yourself one simple question before you react. If I react right now, will I be proud of myself in 24 hours? I'm telling you, that one question can save careers, it can save relationships. It forces you to step into that space of freedom and make a conscious choice.
So let's get real for a second. What's the one emotion that controls you the most? Is it anger, anxiety, jealousy, insecurity, laziness? What's the thing that makes you snap that gap shut? Just comment one word below.
So when you put it all together, you see the smartest person in the room. They're not just smarter, they have better habits. They're the one who asks instead of attacks. They zoom out instead of spiraling down. They focus on what they can control, not what they can't. They use silence instead of just filling the air with noise. And they pause before they explode. Look, you don't have to do all 5 of these at once. That's not the point. Here's your mission. Just pick one. Just one of these moves, and use it for the next 7 days. See what changes. So which one is it going to be? Which one are you going to try first? Comment the number below, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Let's get started.